weather is pleasant, perfect day for a ride, no rain, clear blue skies. That's what you expect when you go for a ride, guys. And I'm gonna wait for Amir. And obviously we are connected in intercom, and I think someone is calling me right now. Let me receive it. Hello. होइन लेफ्ट चर्चिङको लेफ्ट ल्याउ न. होइन म तिमीलाई कुरिरहेको छु अलि अगाडि. मैले त यता जाने भनेको. मैले चाहिँ यहाँबाट त्यहाँ पुग्छ नजाने यहाँबाट हुन्छ. थाहा छ मलाई. मैले प्लान गरेको चाहिँ यो बाटो तल झरेर अनि त्यहाँबाट यसो घुमेर नगरकोट आउने त्यो प्लान गरेको हो क्या. तिमीले चाहिँ यहाँबाट सिधै नगरकोट पुग्यो होइन. जाउँ ल उता यतैबाट जाउँ ल. तिमीले भने ठाउँ जाउँ ल. कतातिर यताबाट हो. जाउँ न. त्यो बाटो चाहिँ म हिँडेको छैन. म चाहिँ जेनरली यही बाटो हिँड्छु कि. त्यो बाटो त पुरै अफरोड छ तल. यताबाट चाहिँ हिँडेको छैन म त्यो बाटो. This is the first time I'm riding this particular route. Right to left. Right here. Okay. Follow you. Too happy. लेफ्ट छ कि होइन यहाँ रिसोर्ट लिएको भनेपछि यता रिसोर्ट होला. फेरि राइटै हो. राइटै हुनुपर्छ. त्यहाँ छाडीमा राइटै हुनुपर्छ. पक्कै थियो. So route is a little bit unknown for us. So I need to check a map. अब फेरि यहाँ राइट कि लेफ्ट हो. मैले चाहिँ यहाँ चाहिँ लेफ्ट होला. तर यहाँ ब्याम्बो रिसोर्ट हुन्छ राइट त. हराउने होइन. कस्तो मजाले हिमालको रहेछ. पर्फेक्ट वेदर ल. कस्तो मजाको छ. सी द माउन्टेन रेन्ज. Freshly made road just cross. That's on the way. तिमीले बाटो बनाइदेऊ ल मलाई. कता खोइ. ए हो रहेछ यार. सेट. Did you saw the snake? तिमीले नभने भए त मैले किनिदिन्थेँ होला. हेर मेरो आँखै यहाँ ल्यान्डस्केपमा थियो स्नेक के. लाइभ इन्काउन्टर अफ स्नेक. द स्मल वान दो. द रोड all of a sudden gets better from here. मेबी अप माथि होला यो. हामीले यो मेबी नगरकोटको बाटो छुयो क्या हामी. रिसोर्ट छ हामीलाई होइन. के गर्ने जाने हो. केही खासै हामी यहीँबाट फर्क्यो भने त धेरै सर्ट राइड भयो नि त होइन. तल कतै चिया पसलमा रोकौँला नि त होइन. This is Nagarkot. Now we are turning south left towards Kuntabisi. This is a fine road to ride, and it's been a go-to place for us for any quick bike ride. Now we're stopping for a quick tea, and so I will also give you the walkthrough of my bike. Okay, let me have some tea and I will give you a walkthrough. Right, and this is RS, by the way. My experience so far on this bike
which I rode for around 12,000 kilometers. All right, so this is Honda Hness 2021 made, which I bought in 2022 or 23, I think. Yeah, I bought in 23. So I bought second-hand used, which was clocked around 8,000 kilometers. So this bike resembles one common bike which we mostly find in the road, which is obviously the Royal Enfield Classic 350. And yeah, it does look like Royal Enfield from the appearance, at least. It does look like the Royal Enfield Classic. But the Hness, the engine characteristics, the ride characteristics, the weight, the overall handling, the everything, even the price is completely different from the Royal Enfield. Okay, so can you see? It's 19,888 kilometers, which I have clocked. So almost 20,000, we'll say. I've started when it was, as I said, when it was at 8,000 kilometers, and the mileage I'm getting is around 35, I will say 35 to 40. If you go on highway and you put the speed from 50 to 65 around, then you will get in the optimum above 40 as well. So there goes the Royal Enfield. The sound, which is not the same as Royal Enfield, the sound is quite different, which I like in the positive way. And the bike is is meant to ride on the road. It's totally not meant for ride off-road, guys. Even the RS, it's not meant for off-road. It's absolutely for cruising in the highway, in the road. But talking about myself, I did around 60% off-road. If you ask me about the off-road characteristics, I would say this fails. Obviously the suspension is not meant for off-road, not tuned for the off-road. Oil sock I've repaired around 2 times so far in 2 years, because due to extreme off-road the oil has leaked from right and once from left as well, which is normal, I would say. That is acceptable due to extreme off-road I did. I have no complaint on rear suspension. I have no complaint on its brakes, the front or rear. It has dual channel ABS, the traction control, the slipper clutch, the muffler sound on the second. I like the muffler sound on the second and the third gear. It's really nice, especially in the third gear. The ride characteristic, I would say, is absolutely brilliant. There's absolutely no heating. I have continuously rode around 500 maybe. Yeah, I continuously, the maximum distance I've covered in a day was around 600 kilometers. And on that 600 kilometers, there was absolutely no heat, even though it's air-cooled machine. The sound is brilliant, and there was not a single instance where my bike has broken down. Right, once there was a rear puncture on my rear bike, but that's it. One thing I don't like about is this side mirror, which continuously lit in Hness, not in the RS, but in Hness. For some reason they say it's for the safety purpose, but I don't see any what safety does while it's continuously on this. If you put the off-roading part on the side, I would say this is the absolute gem of a machine. And yeah, in context of Nepal, this cost around 9 lakhs 25,000 for Hness and around 9,75,000 for the RS, which is not a steal, which is, I mean, just too much, because you can get a Royal Enfield for 5 lakhs Nepalese rupees, and for the same kind of bike you are paying almost double. That's one of the cons, I would say. When in this particular model, there is the wobbling issues, which I have also noticed a little bit when you cruise and when your speed is above 90 or so. you'll feel a little bit of wobble in the handlebar. I've not fished quite often, but I've fished once, I think. Yeah, but that's not a big issue for me, because in roads of Nepal we don't quite ride above 90 or 100. So yeah. And other cons, I don't know, maybe it's a little bit heavy, which is obvious, but it's lighter than Royal Enfield, by the way. And I generally service for in the interval of around 3,000 kilometers, and I generally change the air filter, which is not so costly, and here and there and obviously the engine oil as well. So it will cost me around, averagely around 1800 rupees per servicing, unless you change, if you have a change on the major parts. The disc pad I recently changed after around 12,000 kilometers. That's the first time. Around a month ago I changed the disc pad, which cost me around 1500, I think. The aftermarket parts I have attached is this Jana crash guard, which is working quite well, and this one, the mud guard, or what you say, the bash plate, sorry. Yeah, that's the only two aftermarket parts I have installed in my Hness. And this cover is, I install it from the RS, because by default the Honda Hness doesn't come with this one. And this is RS, absolutely same machine except the tire profile. This one comes with 16 inch and the Hness comes with 17 inch, and this comes with 150 section, that one is 140, I think. Otherwise the RS, this has a little bit of scrambler type of handling, because you have to lean a little bit forward when you ride RS, and the rear profile is also quite different. This, I would say, is kind of scrambler. Beside that, the engine, everything is exactly same. So that's it, guys. There's lots of more ride coming up soon on my Hness. You'll see me go down. So today we'll go down back to maybe towards the Kuntabisi, and we'll head back. All right. So that's my ride review of 12,000 kilometers on my Hness so far. All right. See you on the road.
अनै छ त अनै छ पब्लिक, तिम्रो पब्लिक बोर्डमा चाहिँ माथिको दाब न, माथिको अब अफ भयो मेरो, अब अन गरेँ, फेरि अन गरेँ है त, पब्लिक मोड अन।
अब यो भयो होला के सिङ्क भएको गयो होला, कसरी अपडेट गर्छ?
त्यो क्यान्सल गरिदिनु, क्यान्सल गरिदिनु अपडेट, क्यान्सल गरिदिनु अपडेट।
अपडेट भइसक्यो
हुन्छ, तिमीले कहाँबाट टर्न गर्ने भनेको थियो? पाँचखाल नगरपालिका यहाँबाट एन्डिङ रहेछ नि त, बोर्डर रहेछ। सो वी आर अफिसियली एक्जिटिङ पाँचखाल। के अरे हामी तिम्रो अपडेट भएदेखि हाम्रो अलि रेन्ज घटे जस्तो लाग्यो, फिल भयो कि मलाई। साउन्ड अलिक ब्रोकन, यति नजिक हो नि ब्रोकन आएर सँगै त मलाई चाहिँ जस्तो फिल भयो। मैले पनि अपडेट गर्नुपर्ने हो कि के हो होइन। अब यहाँ लस्सी खाऊँ अलिकति। right. Come on. Alright guys, I think I'll end the vlog here. See you soon in the next vlog, in the next trek, or in the next bike ride very soon.